welcome to Prime Property, your weekly real estate reckoner. I'm Nayantara Rai and this is what we have on the show today. With less than 10 days left for the monsoon session of Parliament, we tell you about the major changes that may be made to the real estate regulator bill. Chennai's metro line is only 14 days old and experts are already predicting a 15% price appreciation. Trends to rev up your bathroom style quotient. Kohler tells us what's hot this season. The monsoon session of Parliament, beginning 21st of July, is expected to be a stormy one, with the opposition planning to bring up the Vyapam scam and the Lalit Modi controversy. In the run-up to that Parliament session, we learn the 21-member Rajya Sabha Select Committee that is currently examining the real estate regulator bill will submit its report on the 17th of July. But the Congress and the AIADMK are both expected to submit dissent notes. Prime Property learns many members of this select committee are in favour of doing away with the contentious provision of builders needing to keep aside 50% of customers' advance in an escrow account. The purpose of this provision was to ensure builders actually complete projects and don't cite financial difficulties at a later stage, especially after diverting the funds for other projects or undertaking new land acquisition. Builders were obviously unhappy, but the provision had also the ability to hurt consumers as it was inflationary in its inherent nature. Here's why. Builders would have resorted to hiking prices to make up for the funds not being fungible and also to recover any foreseeable loss on interest earned. Builders have also told this committee that 50 to 60% of the project cost in big cities like Mumbai, Delhi and Bengaluru is for the purchase of land, and therefore the lock-in amount wouldn't have worked in such instances. Prime Property learns from sources the Rajya Sabha committee may revise the lock-in provision. So instead of a blanket 50% lock-in, this committee favours a lock-in that is linked with the cost of constructing a building. Architects will be asked to vet the building cost. The committee feels such a provision would work better and still safeguard the interest of consumers. As a committee member tells us, the real estate regulator bill should not bring construction activity to a standstill and be anti-builders. What is needed is to ensure builders act responsibly and actually complete projects on time. This is why the committee is of the view the lock-in will work better when it is linked with the actual cost of construction. Different kinds of projects may also attract a different kind of lock-in. Therefore, the percentage of lock-in for buyers for a luxury project may be different for a lock-in for an affordable project. What's more, this Rajya Sabha committee feels it was not correct for the original bill to not have held the centre, state governments and civic bodies as accountable. Sources say the opinion emerging within the committee is that both builders and home buyers should not pay for the sins of those in power. We at Prime Property have been repeatedly saying the real estate regulator bill will be a damp squib if the centre and the various state departments are not held accountable and brought within its ambit. Otherwise, there will be no onus on government departments to approve projects on time. Not doing so would not break the alleged Babu Builder nexus. We'll be back on Prime Property to analyse the recommendations once the committee submits its final report. The New Delhi property market is made up primarily of builder flats, costing normally north of 7 to 10 crore rupees apiece. It's expensive and has helped in the successful mushrooming of suburbs like Gurgaon and Noida. Delhi's realty space is occupied not by established pan-India players, but more by local builders like Salcon, Uppal and Saluja. What typically happens is a family or landowner enters into an agreement with one of these builders. The builder raises down old houses to make up to 4 floors. The number of flats varies and depends on the plot size. The original landowner has already decided beforehand with the builder whether to totally exit or retain a flat or 2. And there's a new player in town hoping to mop up a sizable portion of this multi-billion-dollar market. Puneet Dalmia, the managing director of cement major Dalmia Bharat Group, has invested 50 crore rupees in his personal capacity in a company founded by his buddy from RIM, Nitin Bansal. They say this company, Prithu Homes, is different from others since it's going to focus on green homes and bring in a level of transparency that's not synonymous with Delhi's builders. I reached out to both of them.
I was very impressed with Nitin, who is the CEO and the founder of this venture. It's called Prithu Homes. Basically, we want to work with them to redevelop plots in Delhi with owners who want upgraded modern construction and also monetize a part of their asset for rent or a sale. So we think that this team has a great value system which was matching with what we've stood for the last 75 years as a Dalmia Bharat Group, although it's my personal investment.
But Puneet, why should I believe you? You don't even have a track record in real estate. Every builder says, I'm different, I bring better value systems, I'm more trustworthy.
What we find is that no matter what we say, eventually people will believe only what they experience. So what we found is in the last 15 days when this startup has started, we are finding that in every customer interaction, the response that we are getting is beyond our wildest imagination. People are really liking the systematic approach, the transparency, the fact that we've thought through all the pain points.
Nitin, coming to you now, you know, you're Puneet's batchmate from IIM. Maybe that's the big reason he's also decided to invest in your company. But do you have a background in real estate?
Yes, I have been in real estate for last 9 years. Earlier I was working with Unitech. In the last position I was business head for Mumbai for Unitech. So I have seen real estate, the boom cycle also and the bust cycle also. And I have seen the things which go wrong, the pains which customers go through, and how we can resolve it. So yes, in short, I have seen the real estate from up and close.
And Nitin, have you already started entering into transactions? Have you bought any properties? Are you close to buying any properties? Close to announcing any transactions?
So yes, we have already started talking to the clients and started closing transactions. So we have already closed one transaction, and we are in discussions to close 2 more in the next 45 days. We haven't broken ground yet. That will take 2-3 months more after the closure of transaction for approvals and the evacuation of the house and the demolition of the house.
And Puneet, can you tell us how much money you have put into Prithu Homes and how much you will be putting in going forward?
I think I've committed about 50 crores, but including internal accruals and our further investments which are possible, I think over the next 3 years, this company will invest about 100 crores. However, in this, the business model is we are not buying land, we are partnering with existing landowners. So to that extent, it is not that asset heavy in terms of business model.
Now, what do you guys actually mean by sustainable homes, green homes? A lot of builders have been throwing this jargon at the public. You say this is your USP, so can you tell us a bit more in detail?
So when you talk about sustainable houses in a Delhi, city like a Delhi, so one is a green home. So Prithu is going to design all their homes and construct all their homes which are going to consume less energy and less water. We are going to also seek for a certification for green homes from GRIHA, which certifies houses. Second is homes which will be very safe and secure. So all the Prithu homes will come pre-installed with the safety and the security alarm systems. Anybody tries to jump over the perimeter, anybody tries to break a window or a door, owner of the house will get an alarm wherever he is. So that's what we mean by sustainable.
Puneet, can you explain to me why you're entering this market? It's a dead market. We've not been seeing many transactions take place in Delhi. Those that have burnt their fingers are actually exiting, and you're deciding to enter this market. What do you know that we don't know?
This market is about $2 billion annually in Delhi NCR region. With the new residential R zone and the new master plan, this could be about $5 billion. In terms of the next 3 to 5 year targets, I would let Nitin talk about it.
We are looking at over the next 3 to 5 years build a top line of over rupees 500 crores. And then we look at, go to other cities, other metros nationally.
I want to talk a little more about your timing. Prices are off by 30% in Delhi. There's so much action in the suburbs when compared to Delhi. I'm not saying those markets are doing very well, but they've certainly stolen Delhi's limelight.
I don't think it's a wrong time. Suburbs action is there, but that's a different kind of an action. That's more around the commercial and the group housing societies. Delhi is mostly plotted developments. There is action there also. Whatsoever may be the market, 10,000 new homes get developed in Delhi every year at the owner level. It's just that that market is not being catered by large developers. So that's why it's getting ignored.
And Puneet, will Dalmia Cement provide cement to Prithu Homes? Is there any synergy there?
No, we are currently focused in Delhi, and we unfortunately don't have any supply chain in Delhi. So we are in South, East and Northeast. So this is not in any way an extension or a forward integration of our current business activities.
But then Puneet, why did you make this investment at a personal level and not a group level? You keep saying you're bringing 75 years of values of the group to Prithu Homes, but this is not a group level investment, it's a personal investment. That's the group's brand values you keep talking about, not your brand value.
Sure. No, I agree with that, but I think the group embodies, I embody a lot of values that the group has stood for, and therefore I believe that, working with the same value system along with Nitin to build Prithu will bring the same credibility that the group that I have been associated with for the last 18 years brings. So therefore, even though it's a personal investment, I think the value system, the DNA, the soul is the same. And why a personal investment? I think because our companies are listed companies, and I want to make sure that they are focused in terms of capital allocation to their core business. And this is not a business which we think is core to our cement business or our sugar business. So therefore, it's a personal investment.
We'll be back on Prime Property to check up if Puneet Dalmia and Nitin Bansal deliver on all of those promises. On that note, it's time for a short break. On the other side, we're going to head down south to Chennai and find out if prices have skyrocketed in the 2 weeks since the launch of the city's metro. Stay tuned.